After sunset, darkness falls in neighborhoods and towns around Kyiv on Friday as Ukraine is now experiencing rolling blackouts as a result of Russia's strategy of striking power plants and other infrastructure. Russia has declared its intention to increase its targeting of Ukraine's power, water, and other vital infrastructure in its latest phase of the nearly 8-month-old war. Ukrainian President Zelensky said that Moscow's forces have destroyed nearly a third of the country's power stations since the 10th of October. Thursday marked the start of a nationwide electricity conservation campaign. Members of the United Nations Security Council condemned Russia on Friday for its use of Iranian-made drones in strikes against civilians and civilian infrastructure in Ukraine. Nations accused Russia of violating a UN Security Council ban on the transfer of drones capable of flying 300 kilometers. Ukraine has now invited UN experts to inspect what it says are Iranian-origin drones being used by Russia against civilian targets. Russia and Iran have denied that the drones are Iranian.
Iran has transferred Mohajer and Shahed series UAVs to Russia. These Iranian-origin UAVs have been subsequently used in multiple attacks against Ukraine, including the massive barrage on October 10, which hit civilians and civilian infrastructure. In addition to the easily identifiable remnants of these UAVs recovered in Ukraine, there is significant publicly available documentation, including photographs and video of these UAVs being used against Ukraine. The UN must investigate any violations of UN Security Council resolutions, and we must not allow Russia or others to impede or threaten the UN from carrying out its mandated responsibilities.
As missile attacks by Russian armed forces have increasingly struck cities across Ukraine during the month of October, targeting civilian infrastructure as people are taking children to school. The need for child protection services and access to safe spaces for children has never been felt more keenly since the start of the war. Lviv, the western Ukrainian city located some 60 kilometers from the Polish border, has become a transit point for families fleeing fighting in eastern, southern, and central Ukraine. There are at least 10 child sports supported by UNICEF in the Lviv region. They offer safe spaces for children and their families and the chance to learn, play, and make new friends after months of the war.
Here we have children who come running from shelling. They're very stressed and we need to keep them busy with something so that they could focus, change, calm down a bit and rest a little from all these horrors they saw. We do different activities with these children. There are sessions with psychologists every Sunday and different classes, painting and football. Our objective is to keep them busy because these kids are constantly under stress.
Loud explosions were heard in the Ukrainian city of Zaporizhia on Friday morning, in another day of Russian attacks. Members of the State Emergency Service and police responded to assess the damage to the buildings from the strikes. They also retrieved parts of missile shells which had not exploded on impact with the ground. The secretary of the city council wrote 5 people were injured. 4 of them in moderate condition have been hospitalized. Authorities urged civilians to be alert to any other unexploded devices.
Each strike like this won't scare anyone. It will make us stronger. So war is war. I think we will win.